Hi, Graham.
Hi.
Bit of a tough performance today. I mean, you had the chance to go up into the top four, but you look so you struggled to get things going forward.
Yeah, I thought maybe the final third we struggled a little bit. Didn't have the decision making wasn't as good as I think we can be. Maybe lacked a bit of width, lacked a bit of ability to attack the back line as well as we can. So it's a tricky game. Back five, Norwich fighting for their points. So it was never going to be straightforward. Probably didn't play as well enough to get the 3 points. We had to focus on the 1 point that we got, the clean sheets. Did some things well, but like I said, not well enough to get the 3 today.
Duncan, go on. Sorry, I muted you there. We were getting a lot of feedback. Have you got a second question?
Sorry, yeah, we were struggling to hear you there, Paul. It just looked as though, are you struggling now because of the start you've had? That teams are now going 5 at the back against you, and you're having to find another way.
No, not really. I think Norwich have been 5 at the back for the last 2 or 3 games, so that's what they do. And they're fighting for their points. They got a clean sheet against Burnley. They were in the game against Everton, so it's a home game that they're probably looking to win. And they defended, they defended well. We still had some opportunities, I felt, to score. Neil has a good one at the end, but when you analyse the game, I don't think we can say, hey, we deserve the 3 points.
Thanks, Duncan. John West.
Hey, Graham.
All right.
There was a big incident in the first half where, can you hear me?
Yeah.
When Neil Maupay went round the keeper and he went down and no penalty. We look at the replays, it wasn't quite clear how much contact, if ever there was any. What's your view on that?
Yeah, again, if the referee on the pitch doesn't give the penalty, I think it's probably a tough one for the VAR to overrule, was my instinct. But I haven't seen it back closely. So, I don't know. I think on the one hand, we can't say, listen, let the referees referee the game. And then, and then is it, I don't think it was clear and obvious enough to be overruled, was my instinct. But again, I haven't seen it back totally. You might have a better idea than me.
Any more, John? Or was that it? Okay. Darren, if you want to go next.
Sorry, did you say me, Paul?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Hello, Graham. First ask you about Dan Burns' performance today. There's a couple of times, especially in the second half, he made some great recovery runs and sliding tackles. What did you think of his game, and also the defence in general? He was under a lot of pressure.
I thought Dan was great. Obviously, when you keep a clean sheet, you need some good performances from your defenders, and I thought he did really well to keep the ball out the net. His recoveries are fantastic. He just gives everything for the team. Tries his best. I've said that all the time, all along. The game became a little bit too open for our perspective. Too many, not necessarily bad decisions, but second balls maybe, or long balls. We didn't deal with the knockdown, and also you're under a bit of pressure. But we had our moments as well. It was a hard-fought game.
Thanks, Darren. Richie.
Hi, Graham. Just one question. I thought Solly March was really good off the bench, sort of added a bit more of attacking threat down the left. What do you make of his cameo spec?
Yeah, did well. He got to the byline. I think got across in, was really good. Got a good area. He's trained really well this week. He's unlucky not to play. That's how it is sometimes. You just have to fight for your opportunity. He's done that this week. Nice for him to come on and play well, and he gives us options on the left and he gives us options on the right as well.
Thanks, Richie. Any questions for Monday? Okay, we'll kick off with Tony Banks. Tony, go for it.
Hi, Graham. Can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask about Tariq. That's his first, I think, league appearance 10 months or so? I mean, how good was it to see him back in action, and how hard has it been for him this period when he was out?
Sorry, Tony.
I'm just going to mute you.
Yeah, great to see him. Great to see him. It's been hard for him, a long road. It's the next challenge is to try and get him up to speed to play in the Premier League, which isn't straightforward. Everybody, of course, wants to see him on the pitch, but you have to understand that he's been through a lot, and we need to be careful with how we introduce him. I think he'll get better and better the longer he's within the group, the longer he's training, the longer he gets those bits of game time. But it's great to see him back.
And just one other thing I wanted to ask. With the penalty incident, whether Neil was caught or not, that's a couple of times now when he seems to be penalised. When he's, it looked like there was contact. He had every right to go down. Do you not think that he's getting harshly treated sometimes by referees?
Tony, you just...
Yeah, I don't know, Tony. I don't think anybody's doing it on purpose. It just is what it is. Sometimes you get these things with you. Sometimes you get them against you. Neil will keep going. It is what it is. It's football. We can't expect to get every decision our way. Yeah, I'll just focus on the things that I can control, which is our performance, which is how we play today. And like I said, not at that top. And if you're not at the top, then it's hard to win. So we have to just accept the fact that we got a point and clean sheet and focus on the positives and then try to improve.
Thanks, Tony. Paul Rowan, I'm guessing you're asking for tomorrow's papers. You may have missed the Sunday section.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hello, Graham.
Hi.
Was that a little bit of a international football break hangover today?
Well, I wouldn't say hangover. I don't think anybody's been drinking, but it is what it is. You guys are away. It's same for both teams. So in the end, it's a like I said, a well fought game. Two teams trying to fight for the points. Norwich are fighting for the points. They earn the right to win the Premier League. Especially at the home, they're going to give everything. Not that they don't give everything away from home, because they've just come on the back of a 0-0 at Burnley and a competitive game against Everton when they're in the game for a long period. So we knew it was going to be a tough game. Like I said, we haven't really played as well as I think we can, but at the same time, we've picked something up from the game, which is what we have to focus on.
Yeah, and Aaron Connolly hasn't been seeing much playing time recently. Are you happy with the progress he's making? Hello?
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I'm happy with the progress he's making. He obviously wants to play more, which is normal. We have to find that right time for him to play. But he's keeping going. He's a young player that's trying to improve, and we need to help him.
Thanks, Paul. Brian Owen.
Thanks, Paul. Hi, Graham.
Hi, Brian.
You mentioned there about Tariq still maybe not at his absolute maximum. How far is he from that? And can you talk to me about the timing of his introduction today?
Well, it's just about game time, Brian. And he's played 45 minutes against Swansea, and he's been on the bench in the Premier League. We haven't really had the opportunity to put him on, and also he's just building his training load and his capacity to deal with the game. I think the maximum he was at today was 35 minutes, 40 minutes. So we felt we had some opportunities maybe on the transition, maybe a bit of a threat wide instead of, it's just a different player to Joel. But at the same time, it's not easy to do when you've had the layoff that Tariq's had, and then to just pick up the speed in the Premier League, it's hard.
You must be pleased just with the sheer steel and resilience of your team as well in all these away games.
Yeah, like I said, I can be disappointed with the fact that we haven't played as well as we'd like, but it's not from a lack of trying. It's not from a lack of effort or respect for the opponent or respect for the game. I thought the way the guys went about it was great. We just didn't play as well as we can, and then that's for us me to help them look at how we can improve, and then credit the opponent as well, because there's another team on the pitch.
So I'll just throw in a quick check on Adam Webster. Is he not involved?
No, I think he'll be training Monday with us, so that's good news. this one was a bit too close, but I think hopefully Monday, Tuesday, he'll be training with us.
Brilliant.
Thanks, Ryan. Duncan, Monday supplementaries.
Hi again, Graham. Just to back on Tariq, that explosiveness that he had, has he had to temper it since coming back from his fitness? And is he even at his full capacity yet? How long do you think that will be?
I don't think he has to temper it. It's just he isn't at his full capacity. Of course, he's not, because that's why he's playing for 35 minutes, and it's about building that up. It takes a bit of time because he's football wise, he hasn't played that much over the last 10 months. So we just need to be patient with him, introduce him when the right time is, keep supporting him, keep helping him. But he's not. It'd be wrong of me to say he's maximum capacity at the moment.
Just one more. Does he need to be patient with himself? Does he want to go before he can?
No, he's got a great attitude, Tariq. He wants to play, and he wants to be involved. You can imagine he's missed football. He's been on a long journey, so he wants to get out there. And I accept that, and I understand that totally. He's an intelligent boy as well. I think today would have helped him understand the step that he has to take. But no, we're happy with him. We just need to keep working with him.
Thanks, Duncan. Andy Naylor.
Hi, Graham.
Hi, Andy.
Just one from me. Last season, results didn't go so well against the teams that finished below you, against teams sort of perceived to be ones where you've got the best chance of getting results. That's changed, hasn't it, so far this season? When you look at results you've got so far, is that something you were conscious of? And how pleased are you with the fact that you've won at Burnley, you've won at Brentford, you've got a draw here today?
Yeah, I mean, it's it's not easy if you just relied on beating Man City and Liverpool to accumulate your points. That's common sense. So at the same time, I think we have to have the ambition to play against those teams and to try and win. But it's about being consistent with our performance, being good enough to be able to get the points against anybody. That's with the respect of our opponent, that Norwich. The teams you mentioned, they're fighting for Premier League points, Andy. They're not easy to play against, and every game in this league is different. There's a tactical difference. There's a dynamic with the supporters. There's all sorts of things going on in the game. We have to maintain our humility. We have to maintain our respect, but at the same time have our ambition that we want to try and play football how we want to play and do our best try and improve.